Hello, my lovelies, Leos. This is going to be your July monthly reading. So let's see what we need to know for the month of July, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for our Leos. It is safe for you to shine. Every Leo I've ever met in my entire life has always been they enjoy the spotlight, they enjoy the limelight, they enjoy the attention. So I feel like if that's something that you've been shying away from, this is an indication that that needs to change, that there's something going on where you need to shine your light. That might be something that you use to help heal others. Maybe you're some sort of healer. Maybe you also do things like tarot or whatever, but there's something going on here that you need to be able to shine your light because others also need that light and energy from you. So it's safe for you to shine in the month of July. And Temple of the Sun, this is Leo energy. This is a new beginning. So think of this as like the Sun card in tarot. Your guardian dragon is coming through to tell you that it's time to embrace these changes for the better, that things need to transform, and so sometimes we need to be open to new possibilities. Think of it as like a do-over, a fresh start, and a way for things to transform. All right, what do they need to know for the month of July? All right, you might be cutting somebody off, leaving them out in the cold, or making some changes. Financially speaking, things look like they're going to be at a state of improvement. So I feel like if you've lost a job or you're dealing with money worries right now, that's going to change for the better. But you may also need to eliminate some people out of your life as a result. All right, it's time to figure out which direction you want to go going forward. So you may be traveling, moving, relocating, but you're contemplating the future. And so what do you need to do in order to get there? I have hiccups, guys, sorry. All right, the Nine of Coins is telling us that we get to enjoy the fruits of our labor. The abundance we've been working so hard for is finally within reach, and it brings us a lot of emotional fulfillment. For some of you guys, you could be going towards marriage and union with somebody that's a soulmate for you as well, and that's echoed by the Four of Wands. So we're finding our stability, and if you haven't found it yet, I feel like by taking a step in a different direction, you actually will. All right, we have the Emperor. He came out in the reverse. Be cautious with that. I feel like if it's really your divine counterpart, they might also be working through some issues of their own. So allow them some grace and patience, maybe some space in order to actually deal with those things as well. I feel like when the Emperor is in the reverse, that he's somebody that can be kind of aggressive. He can be somebody that lashes out. He can be somebody who's not his usual self. When he's in his divine energy, he's very stable. He can be a stabilizing force for the people around him. He's a father figure. He's very bold in taking action. And when he's in this reversed energy, it's like all those things get flipped on their ears. So he's not stable. He's lashing out. He might have angry outbursts, things like that. So this could also be your energy. So kind of guard that this month, that if things are a little erratic, take some time to practice things like self-care and get yourself stabilized. All right, the Four of Coins. So improvements are coming. Don't hoard your resources. Don't be stingy with what you've got. And again, the shadow work is necessary in order to transform. So I feel like you might be withdrawing. Maybe it's from situations or people. I feel like you really need some downtime and alone time just to reflect and think, or to work through some of these heavy issues that you wish to release. And I feel like a lot of transformation happens as a result. So this is an interesting card. This deck depicts it as a peacock and a phoenix, and the phoenix is burning. So you may be burning things away in order to start fresh. You might be going through a major transformation and metamorphosis to transform. And I feel like as a result, you come out and you emerge, and it's like these peacock feathers. You know how the male peacocks are the bright blue and greens, and they're fanning their tail feathers in order to attract a mate. So I feel like the transformation brings in a whole lot of different things that are good possibilities for you. So let's see what's going on in love. We have the potential for marriage out here, so let's see if the other decks confirm that. All right, it says, do yourself a favor and give your relationship a chance, but you have to do the work. So it's equal give and take, and if it's not, it needs to be. Remember that this person will be worth the wait, so it happens in divine timing, not your timing. You're gonna need some patience and trust and have faith that the person will come at the right time. You might need to ask your friends to see if they can help you finding love, but there will be a lot of intense chemistry between you and this new person. But again, pay attention to the red red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Make sure there's not something you're missing. With the Emperor in reverse, I feel like that's the person that they're talking about. So whether it's a divine counterpart or somebody else, you need to use some caution. If they're not at their best, they need some time to work on those things. If they are working through those things and you feel like you want to support them through that, do whatever you feel called to do. All right, we are working on healing. So healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationships and addictions. And you could be welcoming in a soulmate. So I feel like you have a divine contract with this person. So it could be a divine counterpart. We have lots of soulmates in our life, however, so it could be any one of those. More shadow work is needed, so mirroring reflects all of the things that are unhealed within us that we need to take a harsh look in the mirror and go, am I the problem? Because 9 times out of 10, we're the problem. And so we want to make sure that we're addressing those things. You need to live in the moment, so savor that and enjoy yourself. And some sudden changes may come forward this month, so be expecting the unexpected. Someone is hiding how they actually feel. Is it you or is it them? It's deluding yourself, deluding another person, or gaslighting. So we want to be careful we're not doing that, because we are trying to welcome in some actual unconditional love. I was going to say unexpected love. So it could come unexpectedly. You also have the lightning card. So some sort of unexpected or shocking, they're giving me the word engagement. That's what's coming out of my mouth. So it could be a shocking engagement. You have the 10 of Cups out here. You have the 4 of Wands here. Just be cautious. Use some caution, because there could be some red flags, and I feel like if you ignore those, that could be the issue. I want to get some clarification here. We're going to use a different deck. All right. Are the red flags about the Emperor? Are the red flags about the Emperor? So you need to have some boundaries, and you may need to go in a new direction. So I feel like if people are trampling all over your wants and needs, your boundaries, and what you expect out of something, I feel like you're going to have to go in a new direction. So whoever that ends up being in your life, I feel like you need to stick up for yourself. Don't throw in the towel on goals or anything just yet, but I feel like you're very frustrated in a certain situation. Yeah, and something has to come to an end for your new beginning. So there's some sort of cycle that's closing out for you in the month of July. And I feel like you could be dealing with, everybody's on the board, so fire, water, air, earth, all of it's here. But that you need to kind of, they're telling me, settle the score. Don't seek revenge. Know that karma is going to be a big player over the next several months, with Saturn being in retrograde, and Saturn is karma coming in. So make sure that your hands are clean. Really let go of the things that are holding you back this month, so that your new beginnings can come in, because it is worth waiting for, especially where love is concerned. Have a great week. We'll see you soon.